I don't want to get into naming his records, but it is what it is. All right? Now, before I move on to other bigger issues and something that we discussed last night, let's talk about another matter. The truckers and the heavy-duty operators have reached out to me because all of us, the government instituted a training program where the truckers are required to participate in order to obtain their heavy-duty operators' driver's license. That's the truckers, the tractor operators, excavators, whatever. They all have to have a special license to perform their duties, and that license comes from the Road Traffic Department. However, the government has placed a training under a private company that is managed by Jerome Fitzgerald. Now, if you know who Fitzgerald is, you know that Fitzgerald is a gangster. All right, always some way, shape, or form, benefiting from the government and enriching himself, putting stuff in his own pocket. They call it the CDL license. Thank you, Brian, for bringing that to my attention. But the CDL license is for these persons who drive these heavy-duty equipment and so forth and so on. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, the cost to do the training for the CDL license was $500. The heavy-duty operators assumed that they only had to get this driver's license once. They had to do this test once to get this commercial driver's license. They assumed that they only had to do this once. But what happened is, all of a sudden, they've been given word that somebody went and applied to road traffic to get their license renewed, and they got their license renewed, but they were told that they would still not be legally operating unless they renewed their CDL certification. So they have to actually get CDL certification. That's the commercial driver license certification. And they were told that they have to pay, and it was originally $500, but now they have to pay another, I think it has increased from $500 to like $800. And the young man, he was very annoyed at it. Now, I understand they had a meeting the other night. I did not get to hear the results of that meeting. Mama Shea Butter, thank you so much for the paper crane. I appreciate that very, very much. I did not get to hear the results of that meeting. I'm not sure if the matter has been resolved. I know I did ask for a word with regard to that, and I think I did receive a message, and I'm not sure that I listened to the message, and probably that's what I need to do to find out exactly what the update is on that. But I understand these people are hell-bent on enriching themselves with this CDL commercial driver's license retesting. And I understand now it's official that they have to retest every 3 years, or recertify every 3 years. And so every 3 years they're going to have to pay that $500 or $800 charge just to get their commercial driver's license, which in itself is $75, which isn't bad when you just consider that. But if you have to pay $75 plus $500, that's $535 for one license. If you have to pay $75 plus $800, that's $875 for one license. That's almost $1,000 for this license.